Welcome back to the show. You know, the relationship between real estate agent, broker, and title company is a very important one, I think, because at the end of the day, if you're buying or selling, you want to get to the closing table and you want it to go smoothly. These two work well together. Vivian Lehman is here. Hi, Vivian. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, the whole deal.
The whole thing.
Mark Dominguez, real estate agent and title guy. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you for having me back. Appreciate it.
So, real estate agents, they work hard, obviously. It gets a little stressful as the closing's coming up, when things happen. How do you stay so calm as the title guy, making sure we get to the closing table?
Well, it's really being at the forefront of everything. It's open communication, trying to be there, tackling things ahead of things and being proactive rather than reactive to situations.
Yeah. Vivian, what do you think? It's stressful here at the end. How important is the title company?
It's very stressful, especially if there's no communication, like you said. I think the biggest thing that we rely on is, if I need an answer today, please don't tell me in 24 hours, I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work that way. There's a lot of things that they have to do that we need to know that they got done for the deal to work.
Sometimes real estate agents can be a little demanding, I heard. Is that true?
They can be, yes, you're right. They can be sometimes calling in after hours and everything, but that's our job. We're here to be a resource to help them, ultimately to help the client and the customer.
And at the end of the day, you're getting yelled at by your client too, who's stressed out.
So I get to yell at him.
Exactly. It all works together for sure. You also, though, have the benefit of being a real estate agent yourself and the title guy. How does that help you when you understand both sides of it?
Well, I think my job is to help the client market their property.
Right.
And really that's what the crux of the real estate game is, to market the property to help get the seller get their property sold faster and quicker for the most amount of money.
For sure. Speaking of properties, we had a bunch of listings here. I want to go through these quickly. And this is a neighborhood you and I both know very well. I know the seller too, great guy. Cherry Ridge Drive in Heathrow. Tell me about this one.
So this home is a 3-2 with a pool, and like you said, it's in beautiful gated Heathrow, which is a golf course community. This home specifically has a small little putting green too, which is kind of cool. Yes. The home does need a little bit of TLC at this point, but we have it marketed at $600,000. I have to mention that because a couple of months ago, right down the street, we had another house that sold for $700,000.
Really?
Exact same home with a pool. So that means there's some equity here.
Instant equity.
So call me.
I like it very much. Staying in Seminole County, but over to Oviedo. Tell me about this one. McKinnon, I think.
This is a great home for somebody that is looking in a family-oriented neighborhood. This is in Alafaya Woods. It's a 3-2, fully fenced. All interior has been freshly painted, ready to move in.
Got it. Mark, I think you have a couple of listings you'd like to talk about as well. And you're with LPT. I know Robert very well. What a great company. They're blowing up.
It is. That's what I mentioned before. It's about the marketing to help the customer get their property sold. So that's what the premise and the platform is, to give the agent the choice to help their client best.
Let me ask you a question about closing too, though. So as we're 2-3 days before closing, what are the things that happen that prevent closing? Is it insurance issues? What are the main things that you see happen that actually prevent us from getting to the closing table?
Sometimes there may be an open permit, so that has been closed by a contractor, so you need an inspection by the municipality, a lien that's popped up, things like that. That's where we have to be proactive and make sure we're constantly doing our homework. Yeah,
as a title person, is it your job to help fix these problems or someone else's job?
It's always our job. So we're here to, as I say, as ad nauseum, just be open with the communication, so this way we're finding things out sooner rather than later.
Got it. You're doing a great job, obviously. Now let's go over to beautiful Mount Dora, Vivian, Lake County. I haven't been to Mount Dora in a long time, and I don't know why. It's a great little town.
Especially during the holidays.
I know.
It's so
Michaela,
nice.
Mount Dora, please. All right, she said yes.
On the calendar. Done. So this home is minutes from downtown Mount Dora. It is a 1.5 with an open pool, fully fenced. Again, they've fixed the inside, fully painted. This is a great little home because it's close to the highways, close to Mount Dora, and you could even walk there if you wanted to. I love it. If you'd like to see any of these properties, Vivian will show them to you today. 407-205-0400. And lastly, down in Orlando, talk to me, Viv. So this one is a condo, but it's in a townhouse type community. It backs up to a little lake. It is a 3, 2.5, and it has a 2-car garage. And again, ready to move in for the holidays.
Yeah. As we're at the end of the year, obviously it's holiday season. I always like to look ahead to next year because people are going to make real estate decisions for next year. And I also think it's important to look a year in review. Let's look back at 2025. Looking back, how would you have described this market, Mark, in 2025?
Obviously, it's a challenging market. Yeah. A lot of uncertainty. People were most common thread, I think, is the affordability of homes for people. So I think that's the theme that resonated a lot in 2025.
Viv, 2025 year in review.
I think it was a great adjustment because we were coming from a seller's market into a buyer's market. We have more inventory, there's more options for buyers, and the rates are favorable at this point. So it's a perfect, storm to get back into the game and do something with your home.
As we sit here today, are we a buyer's market or seller's market?
Buyers.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. So we're officially in a buyer's market, in your opinion?
Yes, we are.
Wow. What do you think, Mark?
I totally agree. There's a lot of value. There's some good inventory. So if you have something you like, snatch it up.
Do you feel there are a lot of buyers that are still sitting on the sidelines because of interest rates being high?
Yes, but I see them coming out of the woodwork for sure because of the rates.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I think next year is going to be gangbusters. I think we're going to have a really, really solid positive year. I don't see the prices come. I don't really think the prices are going to come down anymore. What do you think? You can disagree with me. You're allowed to.
Yeah, no, I think there's going to be adjustment on the seller's side. You're going to see the bounce in prices. If it sits on the market for more than 60 days, you're going to see that price adjustment for sure.
Sellers are having to paint the house again. It's about time.
Exactly.
They didn't have to do anything for 3 years.
Exactly.
Awesome. Mark, always good to see you, brother. Thanks for coming in. Vivian, great job as always. If you want to see her property, she'll show them to you this weekend.
Yes.
Very quick break. You Have Real Estate continues.